Hello everyone, it's John here. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this video. I want to quickly walk you through what I think is one of the 2 or 3 most valuable articles that I've published at Operating by John Bruton. Yesterday I published a Loom that walked people through how to do complex and advanced top-grade research with Perplexity Computer and Claude, specifically using Fable 5. This is an article that walks you through in more specifics, giving you access to all the documentation and all the output that was actually produced so that you can learn from that, so that you can become more AI fluent. Let's walk you through what we have here. So, first of all, we have the output of the video that I produced yesterday, this article. The last bubble went public, this one is staying private. It's looking at a comparative analysis between the dot-com boom and the AI bubble that we are currently living through. So here is the final output with charts and everything embedded and included in it. It looks great, and I'm really happy with it. Here's a link to the Loom yesterday so you can take benefit from that and take a look. And then here is what we get into. So how do you brief an AI agent? So looking specifically at how I use history, comparison, data demand, the actual output that I want to see from the research, and the standard that I set for how that research is supposed to be done with the specific prompts that I give it. Here is the actual Excel data that Perplexity Computer produced based on my request. I want you to be able to look at this, all these tables that are then used. These tables all serve as the basis for the charts that I produced. So then, once we get through there, we hop down. How do we verify the AI research? In the video, we hop over into Claude. I run elite research skill against all the Perplexity research to double check to make sure that all the work is accurate. That came back with a whole host of different errors that were found in the initial research. Here's the actual markdown file. Here's what I reviewed. Here's what was produced based on my queries for mistakes and minor flags and major issues that were discovered in the article that I updated everything against. Again, single prompt, that's what that produced when I hopped over into Claude. Then, once I know that the research is accurate, once the work is in a place that I feel great about, then I want to make it look great. The Perplexity charts look fantastic, but they're generic. They're not me. So I want to brand them against my personal brand identity. So then I ran my brand skill against this, and you can see in the video, produced all 12 charts in one fell swoop. Here are all the charts together for you to look at. I want you to see what's possible. There's so much talk about building agentic teams, about all the things we can do in AI. I want to show you what's actually possible. This is what's possible. These are beautiful. These are accurate. I'm thrilled with these. You can do this too. Then we hop down. We say, how do we turn it into a publishable report? This is the process for that. Then, of course, here is the published report, which I already shared with you. Then in this article, I wanted to take a deep dive on what actually goes into building my research skill. This is a skill that I've built over 6 months. It's multi-tiered, highly specific. It's a very involved skill that I've really honed and crafted. So I want you to know how I've thought about this. My research skill might not be relevant to the type of work you want to do, but you can build a research skill that will do the exact type of research that you need and produce equal high-quality results. So I wanted you to understand what has gone into that, how you handle paywall sources, the different output formats. Skills can produce various types of output. My personal brand skill produces all different types of content, uses different variations on my design aesthetic based on the direction that it gives. The skills actually come back and ask me a series of queries about what specific direction I want it to go in for a specific request. You can do that as well with the research skill. And then, how you do quality checks, and then how you would actually go about building your own research skill. Again, this is an article that I love. I think it's very valuable. It's maybe the most valuable article I've ever produced on Substack. And then it closes with these 4 different documents. So here is this. These are actual curriculum documents from the Operate Summer of AI Fluency course I'm launching with Wasal Kader tomorrow, the 21st of July. These are not documents that you print and work on. These are documents that you simply download, upload into the requisite system, in this case Claude, and then you are walked through a series of queries to begin building out the research skill. People often ask, What do I use which platform for? What's powerful about each platform? Relative to research, these are the advantages of each one of the platforms, as you can see here. And these are specific documents that are designed to build the research skill to those advantages on those platforms. Something that I want to emphasize, if you're thinking about taking the Operate course, if you've been thinking about it, if you think that it might be helpful, I hope that this work takes you one step closer to seeing value for yourself in the course. If it doesn't, that's totally great, but I hope that it does. One of the biggest values of the course is that we are teaching all of it. All of the curriculum, all of the lessons will be designed to be deployed against Claude, against ChatGPT, against Gemini, and against Perplexity. So you can learn what are the best use cases for each one of these platforms. There's a lot of confusion out there right now. Or if you're not primarily a Claude user, you're a ChatGPT user, you really love using Gemini, you can learn how to do all of these things with your preferred platform and hopefully learn some incredible new use cases for platforms you haven't been using. And so if all of this sounds great, if you want to learn how to do this, then you should come join my Operate Summer of AI Fluency cohort, teaching with my dear friend Wissal Kader. And in 3 weeks, we are going to take you from not being AI fluent to becoming AI fluent. If you feel that it's too technical, it's too much, you're not sure that you understand enough today to be able to start this course or do this work, you do know enough. You can get there. The world is moving fast. The models are developing fast. The platforms are developing quickly. There are new capabilities, capacities, advantages to knowing how to do this that are releasing every single week. And so it can feel easy to feel as though you are falling behind. But there has never been a shorter distance between where you are today and where you need to get. This course is designed to do just that. So we launch tomorrow, July 21st. You can use code TAKE500 to get $500 off the course, and you will learn how to build administrative and operational teams for your organization. You will learn how to build research skills, brand skills, all the skills that you can then deploy on any of these platforms. Again, ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, Perplexity, we are teaching across all of them so that you can deploy your agents across all of these incredible resources to create extraordinary work for you, your team, your company, whatever it is that you are doing, whatever type of work, whatever industry you are in. We can build teams that can 10x what you are capable of doing in a week, that will save you hours, that will save your team hours, that will save you money. There is a 56% pay premium being given to people right now who are AI fluent inside of organizations. If you want to get promoted, if you want to get hired, if you want to build a better company, attract the most talented people, you need to become AI fluent. In 3 weeks, I will teach you everything that I know how to do. We will build all of the agentic teams I have described, and we will build custom teams just for you. The course includes not only the 6 lectures, but also a series of labs where we will be reviewing your work and what you are actually doing. I just want to thank you so much for listening today. We'd love to have you as part of the cohort. If you have any questions, please let me know. And thank you and have an incredible week.